Hoy, chummers! Just wanted to take a moment and let you know about our Patreon. While we release episodes of Shadowrunnin on Empty every single week, we actually have a backlog of about 4 episodes at any given time, just to give us a little cushion in case we can't record on our schedule for whatever reason. You know, like holidays or bug spirits. If you're interested in getting access to the episodes early, as well as a bunch of other benefits like artwork for the show, news on changes or rollouts, and sneak peeks at other things coming up, 5 new yen a month over on patreon.com/critical_hits gets you full access to all of the bells and whistles. You can even get a shout out for your support at the end of every single episode of Sinless as well. So if you enjoy the podcast and you'd like to support our work as well as get tons of bonus perks, that's the best way to do it. Thanks for your time, and let's get back to the show.
Hey chummers, So Easy Mode here. I've been a GM of various games for the past 25 years. I'll be the host of the podcast, bringing some much needed information about the shadows.
Hey, I'm Austin. I play Kaze in the Sinless game, and I am excited to learn more about the lore.
Hello everybody, I'm Tyler, aka Captain Cozy. I play Zero on the Shadowrun actual play series, Sinless. It's time to get our lore going.
All right. Greetings, chummers. Welcome back to another installment of Shadowrunnin on Empty, podcast where we fill you with the knowledge of the sixth world. And the topic of today is let's get introduced to the Big 10 megacorporations.
Yeah!
Yay!
After how uplifting last week's was, we decided to keep the good times rolling.
Yes, give me more toilets.
Well, these are corporate toilets, so you know they're the cleanest.
Hell yeah.
And probably also like scanning your waste for any traces of illegal substances.
It measures
monitoring how frequently you're going to the bathroom to decide if you're worth it for the bottom line, and
how long you're spending on your poop breaks when you just want to check your phone.
I'm sorry, employee 2784. You've taken too many bathroom breaks today.
How do you know? How do you
know? Bro, like, not even joking. The call center flashback, the call center PTSD is real.
No,
it's so real, man.
Oh, could you imagine how much worse call centers would actually be in the sixth world?
In the sixth world? No, thank you. I don't want to. I'm really good.
Your home has notified us that you've thrown out this particular contraption that you bought from us. We're just following up to find out why.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Our security force is on its way to escort you.
You accosted that drone. Fortunately, we have to dock your pay.
Listen, sir, I understand that your ocular implant isn't functioning properly, but I can't do anything from my computer over here. What do you want from me?
Oh god, I didn't even think about cyberware help desk.
Imagine having to be a cyber augment like call center employee, man.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
All of the terrible, specific, explicit acts that you would have to respond to.
Yeah.
My cyber arm isn't working out the way I wanted it to.
Oh,
I got the hydraulic function, but it's not what I thought.
My toilet cam isn't crisp enough.
Oh god.
All right, so now that we've gotten that nightmare reality out of the way, let's talk about some megacorps.
Let's do that. Let's actually talk about that.
Oh.
Ooh. So hopefully this topic will be nice and corporate-y juicy. Corporate juice.
Oh, yep. That's what I was going to say.
So in the sixth world, corporations are actually ranked by the amount of assets under their control. This is materials, personnel, property, and profit.
That checks out.
And the ranks go from single A, double A, and triple A. And any corporation that makes the triple A is considered top. And there are only 10.
Okay.
Most corporations in the AA and AAA level are immune to domestic law, responsible only to themselves and regulated only by the corporate court, which is an assembly of the top 10 AAA rated corporations.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so you have to be at least AA to have
Extraterritoriality.
extraterritoriality. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody AA and above is relegated by the court, which is
Yeah.
made up specifically of AAA,
Which are only
corporation
10.
representatives, which there are
Yeah.
only 10 of. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This
Gotcha.
all
So-
makes sense. This all makes sense.
Yeah. It's going to, because it's corporate, so it's clearly very cut dry and
It's this is probably going to be the most straightforward discussion we have in this entire podcast, because yay for corporate regulatory needing necessity.
right.
Hooray!
Let me tighten my tie.
Yeah, please do. I'm
So
loosening mine, so please do.
Mhm.
so the current Big Ten, and this is going to be according to 6th edition.
Mm.
So for the most recent edition that has come out for people to play, the current Big Ten consists of Mitsuhama, Seiderkrupp,
hmm
Renraku, As Technology, Shiawase, Wujing, Evo, Ares, Horizon, and Spinrad Global.
hmm And
So-
that's for 8th edition or
6th edition.
that's 6th edition. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha,
that is the
gotcha,
most
gotcha.
recent edition that's come out. Those are your Big Ten that you're dealing with.
Oh, 6th
Now-
edition. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So over the years, the Big Ten has seen the rise and fall and absorption of other corporations. And a few former AAA included Fuji Industrial, which they were the first ones to really get in on creating cyber decks.
hmm
They eventually fall apart and get absorbed into 3 separate corporations. They get absorbed by Shiawase, Mitsuhama, and Horizon also gets a piece of them. You've
Okay.
got Novatech, which was AAA at one time. That's currently in our timeline of when we're playing Sinless. You have Novatech. But they fall apart and get absorbed by Spinrad Global and Evo. And then Cross Applied Technology was at one time a AAA that gets split up and mostly taken by Ares. Fun fact, Cross Applied Technology also housed at one point a portion of the CIA.
What do you mean housed?
The CIA operated out of Cross Applied Technologies.
Out of
Oh,
one of their buildings
snap.
that they owned. Yeah, I could only
Well,
imagine that.
Well, not out of one of their buildings. They technically own share in Cross Applied, so they would use their corporate land sometimes for CIA missions.
Whoa.
Mm,
Totally
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could not see a conflict of interest coming from that at all.
never.
Yamatetsu was at one time one of the Big Ten. It gets dissolved into Renraku and Shiawase and Mitsuhama, and NeoNet, which was
that's
big.
Neo?
Yeah, NeoNet was big in 4th edition, and they end up getting dissolved into Horizon and Evo, and I think a
Oh.
bit of Spinrad Global.
Mm.
Yeah, NeoNet was like the newscasters.
Oh, okay. Control the dissemination of information.
Yeah, but they fell apart. And as we go, we'll look into what each corp is known for and a little bit about what their current goals are. And at a later date, we'll probably do like super in-depth drill down of each Big Ten corporation. So this will just be like the introduction to them, what they do, and a little bit about what they have their hands in.
Okay.
But before that, we're going to look at the corporate court, because this is who governs all of them.
Mm.
This is the ruling body that has the final say on any and all disputes involving extraterritorial megacorporations.
Mm-hmm.
So since the megacorps went on a huge land buying spree, as we covered in history, there isn't much the court gets left out on. They get to hear about everything. The other fun part is the corporate court has effectively removed and replaced the United Nations.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes, there are still countries and governments, but even many of these will defer to rulings that have been set down from the court. And this is mostly because of backdealing, people being paid on the sly, and that if you have corporate buildings in your country, obviously it's making some revenue for your country as well. But you don't want to see that go away. So that's why you have the corporate court kind
to
of
protect
remaining
you.
in power. Well, I don't know if it's to protect
by
the
you
area,
as in
but
like corporations.
yes. So the court actually counts 13 members, usually referred to as justices.
Oh, ooh.
Individuals elected on behalf of a corporation. Megacorporations who possess a representative on the court are rated as AAA megacorporations. And they lose that rating when it's no longer the case.
So it's
And
up
they'll
to
lose the rep.
So it's up to the court to decide which of the corporations are AAA rated?
Yes, they will agree on AAA ratings based
Interesting.
off of acquisitions, property, land, profits, all of that. So you'll see fluctuations sometimes
Mhm.
in the Big Ten, and that will alter the court ever so slightly.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, representatives' terms are staggered with a new election every 6 months.
Oh, okay.
So you can't be on there for life.
But do people remain on there for life?
I mean, there are ways around such things, especially since the corporation that you represent is the one electing you. It's not like people get to vote.
Oh, okay. And who are the people, like, what are the qualifications to be a justice?
Well, that depends on the corporation that you're coming from. I mean, obviously, you want to have your home corporation's interests forefront. So you're definitely electing somebody that's in your ruling body, or at least sitting on your board of directors.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to have the wherewithal and the know of what your corporation is in and doing. So
What's best for business?
yes, exactly. Best for business is what we're going for here today in this talk. By status, the 7 founding corporations who initially created the court back in 2023 must retain at least one representative seating on the court at any time. So the 7 original members that created the court kind of put in a bylaw that prevents their removal.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
It's damn decent of them, I suppose.
These 7 consist of Ares, Aztechnology, Seder Krupp, Shiawase, Mitsuhama, Renraku, and JRJ International, which is currently Spinrad Global.
So those 7 are like the permanent foundation, essentially?
By status, the 7
Okay.
founding corps who initially created the court retain at least one representative seat on the court at any time.
So that means realistically, there's only 3 open rotating spots for the top 10.
Technically.
At any given time.
At any given time.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that. Okay. Okay.
Well, they have 13 members, so
Corpo's got a corpo, man. You know,
that's what it comes down to, right?
They have
Yeah.
13, wait, they have 13 members? I thought you
There's
said that
13.
there was 10.
Well, there's 10 megacorps, but the court counts 13 members as
Do
justices
some
Oh,
of
so
them
there's a few that are not megacorps.
that are holdovers. Yeah. So if any one of those would have fallen out of the top 10, they still retain a seat.
weird?
It's the bylaws, man.
Okay. That's fair. It feels weird that they would still retain an additional 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if the point is that so are the 3 additional seats like seats that would be given to corps that would have fallen from triple back down to like double A status?
If they were one of the 7 founding.
If they're one of the 7, what do you mean if they're one of the 7 founding?
If they're one of the 7 founding corporations that created the court, like they're guaranteed a seat.
So
they'll always have a seat. So that leaves like 6 other seats open to be filled. Because there'll always be those 7. So really you have 6 open slots for revolving corporations of rising and falling.
Right, and but then I'm assuming that means that 3 of the spots are taken by the other 3 makers up of the Big 10, and then would the other 3 spots also be occupied by one of the Big 10, and they get like double up representation, or are they occupied by corps that are now or that are double A status? Since the court represents both double A and triple A, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Because I guess that's where I'm getting confused, is it's if they have 13 spots and you assume that 10 of the 13 spots are the top 10 of the AAA, what are the other 3 spots usually used for? Are they representatives from AA Corps, or do some of the AAAs get to double up on representation?
Let me see the full members of the court. Give me just a second to pull it up. And I can actually give you the
Tyler, I have a question for you while we're doing this here. Having to be a representative on the Supreme Court for life, or having to be a representative for a megacorpo in their own political screamed Supreme Court system, which do you think is a bigger waking nightmare?
Representing the needs of a megacorp sounds pretty tough.
I
Personally.
mean, but if you think about it, it is smaller scale, you know? You kind of have your own thing that you're dealing with here that's just the interest of your own corporation that you're representing.
Right, but you're also taking into account that this is both the UN and the Supreme Court all in one, with some like very powerful people that are running each corporation. So I just imagine that the pressure is up there.
Okay.
No.
I have the answer. As of 2081, I have the full roster of the corporate court.
Okay.
There are some that are double represented.
Oh, okay.
So right now, as of 2081, you have Chief Justice Alexander Bliziak from Stater Krupp. You have Emma Bringhampton representing Horizon, Michael Borden for Ares, Basima Orel for Stater Krupp, Li Fang for Wujing, Ren Awano for Evo, Steven Nishimura for Shiawase, Kenji Naida for Renraku, Brewster Pilium for Spinrad or Spinrad. Spindred. Adele Yoholo for Spindred, Kozuku Shimizu for MCT, Miyamui Tetsuko for MCT, and Miria Valquez for As Technology.
Well done, Jim. Well done.
There's your 13. Your double ups are for Sader Krupp, Spinred, and MCT, which MCT is Mitsuhama Computer Technologies.
Now, real quick, because it's been a minute since we went over these individually, can you say what company or not company, what country or nation each one is representing?
Well, they don't represent specific countries or nations. They are countries or nations unto themselves, and they have
But like
corporate holdings all over the world.
for my small my mundane brain, where are they?
Okay. Let's see. So Saderkrupp is located in Germany. That is a German-based corporation run by Lofweir,
Oh,
the Gold Dragon.
Yeah.
way.
Horizon is based in Los Angeles, so in the California Free State. Then we've got, I don't know if Ares moved back to Chicago or not. I'm checking now. Originally, their headquarters was in Detroit, and it looks like they did move back to Detroit, Michigan as their headquarters.
Because it was in Detroit and then they got attacked, right?
Well, it was in Detroit. It was in Chicago. Well, no, it was in Chicago, right?
Okay.
It was in Chicago where they had their headquarters, and then Bug Spirits.
Yeah,
Bug Spirits, that's right.
Then Bug
Okay.
Spirits.
Then
So
Bug
then they moved
Suddenly
to
Bug Spirits.
Suddenly
Right.
Bug Spirits. So then they moved to Detroit.
I think Bug Spirits constitute as being attacked. I would say. I think that falls under the same
It's more
umbrella.
like a hostile takeover. Oh wait.
Literally hostile.
Yeah.
So they were from Detroit originally, then moved to Chicago, then Bug Spirits, then went back to Detroit.
Right.
Okay.
Spinrad Global is the weird one. They're the most recent. They were just added into 6th edition. They did exist previously. They were called Spinrad Industries, and then they merged with a Middle East megacorp called Global Sandstorm.
That's such a metal fucking name.
Yeah,
Why would they not
yeah,
keep that? Holy
yeah.
shit! Why would
Really
you
good.
change your? Why would you make your name Spinrid Global?
Well, that's what it
Global-
is.
Fucking
It's now Spinrad
Sandstorm?
Global. Yeah, why
No.
wasn't it Sandstorm Global, right?
Yeah,
Just
that's
keep
so
Global
much
Sandstorm
better.
as the name.
Global Sandstorm is the coolest name.
They merged back in 2079, and they kept Spinrad Industries. I don't know why. But they're like a oh god. They took over some Neonet stuff, so they control news outlets.
Oh, sick.
They're also the Six World owners of what their Six Worlds version of TikTok is.
Oh my. Oh, are these the influencers?
These are the influencers and
Ah.
the social media guys. This is the social media
Wait, so they're
corporation.
the news and their social media.
Yes.
And so the Social
Ooh.
Media Corporation was a conglomerate that combined with a Middle Eastern corporation in order to form this new corporation for social media and news.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. That checks out. Yeah,
Yep.
all right.
Totally checks out, right?
Yeah. All right. That
Nothing
makes sense.
nothing suspicious going on over here.
Oh, okay. Yep. Love it. Love it.
Gosh, Mitsuhama is located in Kyoto, Japan, because of course.
Renraku is also based out of Japan, right?
Yeah, Renraku.
Shiawase?
I think isn't Shiawase
Renraku is headquartered in Chiba.
in
Chiba,
Chiba?
Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shiawase's in Beijing, aren't they? Are they the Chinese megacorp, or am I crazy on that?
Wujing is one of
Wujing.
them.
Wujing
I think
is-
it's Wujing. God damn it!
Yeah, Shiawase is the third Japana corporation. They're in
Son
Osaka.
of a bitch.
Hey.
They're in Osaka.
Okay.
Then we've got Wujing. And they're in the Hong Kong Free Enterprise Enclave.
Say that one more time.
Hong Kong Free Enterprise Enclave.
I don't know why, but that just sounded so pleasant to hear.
Because it had the words Hong Kong free in the same statement.
Yes.
I believe that's why.
That's
yes.
probably why. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what's tickling your ear holes there.
No, well, it's also for some reason the word enclave. I like that.
I mean, Enclave is always a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, name me one bad Enclave.
No. Okay, you know that's a whole different world.
Then we have Evo Corporation. They are headquartered in Vladivostok, Russia.
Very nice, very Russian.
which
And
is on
what's
the
name?
it's on the China Sea side of Russia. So that's where they're at.
This
That's
is
the
which
Evo,
company?
the Evo
Evo?
Corporation. Yeah, they're the meta friendly.
Ah, cool. So they're cool.
Yep, and they are also the megacorp that's in charge of fighting games, I believe.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
Did there.
Mhm.
Hot cha-cha, hot cha-cha-cha-cha.
Mhm. Does that cover all of them? I think that's all of them.
Saterkrupp is in Germany. Right?
Horizon. Oh, Horizon. We need Horizon. Yeah, Saterkrupp is in Germany. Specifically Essen. Or no, I did Horizon, didn't I? Yeah, they're in LA. That's right. Yay!
Yay, good for us.
I did it! Woo!
Now I remember where we are in the world, sort of, kind of. Oh, wait, As Technology is...
They're in Tenochtitlan. Yes.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I know, right? Everybody pronounces it
This
differently.
is what we come for Shadowrun for.
Exactly.
Wild
For the pronunciations. Yeah.
Yeah. Tenochtitlan in
Awesome.
Axland, which is Mexico and Central America.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Mhm. Great place.
Also, I looked up As Technology just because I wanted to see the
Logo.
Tenochtitlan. Yep, that is indeed a word.
Yes, it is.
But the better part is the fact that the president of As Technology's name is Flavia de la Rosa. And I
Oh
fucking
my
love
god,
that.
that is a beautiful name.
I fucking love that so much. It's so good. As Technology's second best megacorp.
Oh, you sweet green runner, you.
Behind Hoomst.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Just know that they're the second best.
Okay.
Technically, the Draco Foundation is also a mega corporation, but I believe they're only AA rated.
Yeah.
Then who cares about them?
Yeah.
Well, you do because it was founded by your favorite Shadowrun character ever, Dunkelzahn.
Big D. All
Yeah.
right, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
It
you,
went.
You know what? You've swayed me.
It came
You were
into.
already swayed. He re-swayed you.
It in fact came into being after his death because it was included in his will that it should be created.
Long may he reign.
And it's mostly just there to handle his estate and his will.
Oh, right. And that's the one where his like
His
executor is like the head of the corporation, right?
Yes.
She
Yes.
took over.
She runs Draco Foundation, yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay. Yes, I do remember this.
One of the few good things in Shadowrun.
One
D.
dragon. One
Big
dragon.
D, baby. That's all you need.
And his aspirations for people to like learn and grow is like
And
right?
not be shitty.
How
I
about
can't
that?
wait to find out that he's running the mysterious forces and that he's been a heel this whole time from the top rope.
No, sadly,
How dare
I
you.
will dissuade you now. He is in fact dead.
No, I know he's no.
Or is
Or-
he?
If he's alive in our hearts.
Listen,
yeah,
all
really
they
dead.
saw was the ethereal projection when the bomb went off. There was no body.
and
All
and,
right.
and the entity that came out of the portal.
Yeah, who's
Right.
to say that? Who's to say that Big Daddy D's not just hanging out with the nuke that disappeared right now?
Oh my god.
Hey, wait. What if he's the only thing that's stopping it from coming back?
Yeah, what if he's
Ooh.
holding the nuke right now in like a perpetual state?
Oh my god.
Mind exploded.
We
Here we
continue
are.
to find new ways.
He continues to be the best character in all of Shadowrun.
Even if we can't confirm or deny any of these.
Yeah, you can't tell me that that's not what's happening right now. So as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
So Austin, you may think that As Technology is number 2 to you, but their current world rating is only number 4.
oh no. Okay, so wait. So in terms of world rating, I think we should start at the bottom of world rating and work our way up. What do you think?
Jeez, I have to find out who's at the bottom.
Anticipation.
Let's find out who's at the bottom. Anticipation.
I agree.
Oh, okay, they're higher than I thought. This is gonna be the fun part of who's rated where. So I didn't think to add that. I bet
Yeah,
it's
keeping you on your toes.
keeping me on my toes today.
Yep, this is just as much a show for you as it is for us.
Oh, see, they're not.
Ooh.
It doesn't doesn't list enough about them. Why? Can I get a rating system, please? Of course not.
Oh,
That would make things way too easy if it
That's
just
too
listed
convenient.
them. I know,
Yeah.
right? How dare they?
What? Have lore that's accessible? That's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
Except in the way that you deliver it. So if it's not, if you're not meant to know it, we're not meant to know it.
That's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm. If he doesn't know it, it's not worth knowing.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. All right.
Oh.
Currently ranked number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon.
All right, and okay, so I think at this point, this is where we go in a little deep, right? Okay, so what does Horizon do? Who is Horizon? Why are they one of the top 10? What justifies them?
They are they are a new kid on the block.
Mm-hmm. Had a bunch of hits. Chinese
Horizon
food makes me sick. Yep.
Right. Horizon has a focus on public relations, media, and entertainment. They're basically Hollywood.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, this is
LA.
This is the one in LA. Okay, yeah, the fact that this is the one out of LA, that makes
super
all
sense.
of the sense. Yeah, that makes all of the sense.
While Horizon is best known for his presence in all aspects of advertising, marketing, and entertainment, it also has subsidiaries in consumer goods and services, real estate and development, and pharmaceuticals.
Oh.
I like to imagine that Horizon would like create their own like Lone Star rival company, but it's all just like all of the people that work for it are like background actors in Hollywood.
Holy
So they're
shit.
like in between gigs and they're just like, yeah, man, I just go out on the 9 to 5 to pay the bills while I wait for that big breakthrough in the trids.
Here's your other great bit. Horizon saw its rise in status after Crash 2.0. And they are also the first, and as of 2071, the only corporation to offer citizenship to AIs.
Oh wow, they're
So did they rise to prominence after Crash 2.0 because of the fact that they are friendly to AI?
I mean,
interesting.
Because
there are people that might feel that way.
But they earned it, damn it, is what you're saying. They earned their spot at the table. Well,
did they?
I don't know. That's what you're here to tell us. I don't know, did they?
To me, they planned it just right to be able to crawl their way back in during 2.0.
Okay.
After the crash.
They invested heavily in crypto.
Well, also acquiring AI is probably the way to go, right?
Yeah, the AIs manage their crypto farms. So that just makes the most sense to me.
Horizon is also reportedly meta and awakened friendly, with a particular interest in technomancers.
As both one of the good ones,
as both promoters and employers.
Yeah, it was like they're interested in technomancers so that way they can make more money. That's exactly what that comes down to, I assume.
Yeah.
Woo! So, yeah. I mean, I still feel like that's a win, right?
That's progress.
Like technomancers being the newest form of like meta, right? Post Crash 2.0.
You could interpret.
Yes, technomancers are very highly sought after.
You could interpret their openness towards.
They started in 5th edition.
Mm-hmm.
There were hints of them in 4th, but I feel like technomancers really took off more in 5th. And they're still a thing in 6th.
I could argue that their willingness towards these particular metas is because it serves their corporate needs even better.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, with entertainment,
and
advertising, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, being able to take technomancers into a business that's oriented off of also being AI friendly and like giving citizenship to AIs. Yeah,
It's very blatant.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, as far as evil corporations go, at least they wear it on their sleeve, you know?
Sort of. It's a very nice sleeve.
It's a
Are
very
you-
good looking sleeve. It's a
Are you-
very good looking sleeve.
Are you ready for a little peek under the hood?
Okay,
Sure.
yep. What's under there?
So, it was revealed that Horizon had attempted to quash Technomancer rights at Las
Oh.
Vegas, which ended in a massacre.
Oh.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Also, rumors of executing liberated prisoners from an Atzlan POW camp, and a friendly fire attack on Atzlan forces as part of a Black Ops act have been hinted at in Bogota.
Tyler, you remember like 2 minutes ago when So Easy told us that they're Technomancer friendly, right?
Yeah.
You remember that, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't just me. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All
They're
right.
the
I just
kind of
wanted...
corporation that had a massacre and then had a Pepsi commercial.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, we're cool.
It's Pepsi. It's Pepsi remix. Hey.
Oh
Hey,
my
hey, I was
God.
drinking it or something.
Their new Hollywood starlet walks up and hands a Pepsi to it as technology like security guard, and they're like, "Water under the bridge, right, guys?
Everything is
Woo."
okay.
Everything's
Oh my
a
God.
okay.
Yikes! The future's a nightmare.
It only
All
gets
built on lies.
it only gets better from here. Right?
Wee.
It's true. This is 10. We're at the bottom of the barrel.
This is the
it
bottom.
Yeah,
Oh.
remember, we're working
Yeah.
our way up here.
I was gonna say
so-
they seemed pretty shiny, all things considered.
I mean,
Didn't they?
outside of like, you know, trying to massacre an entire type of people,
I
and
said all
killing
things
corporate-
considered.
killing corporate rivals in friendly fire-based incidents, they're doing
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
they're doing great. They're doing
Hashtag
great. You love to
allegedly.
see it.
Hashtag allegedly.
Hashtag allegedly. Okay. All right. Who do we got at number 9?
Here's your surprise at number 9. Ares.
Whoa, that is actually surprising.
You know,
Well,
in
you
terms-
also have to think that they've also been around the longest.
yeah,
Oh.
it's like
Yes.
being surprised that like Google has like a shitty user review rating as like a company. You know, it's like it's that kind of scenario.
It's been around, but it hasn't necessarily improved the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ares is one of the longest running node.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like one of the first 3, weren't they? Of like the emerging corps back in the megacorps. I feel like Ares was like
when they combined,
pretty
yeah.
yeah, when they
Yes.
combined. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as a refresher, what Ares do?
Ares is best known for their weapons production, from
Okay, that's
small
something.
arms to missile batteries.
Mm-hmm.
The company
Hell yeah.
also has their hands in police contracts with their police force, better known as Knight Errant.
Right.
Oh. Hell yeah. And they're
Yeah.
packing heat.
That is a lot of what they are known for. I think
I think
Ares.
I'm pretty sure everybody in our party has an Ares weapon.
I have a
yes,
monosword.
they flood the market, so
Yeah.
that's not
Good.
surprising.
High quality.
My pistol is an Ares pistol.
What is
Pretty
my
cool.
rifle? My Remington.
It's a Remington.
Is it
Remington.
a Remington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Remington. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like an Ares Remington.
I mean, is Remington a subsidiaries of Ares at this point?
There you go. Yeah.
Because that could make sense if they're
doesn't-
like the big arms maker. They probably own Remington. Let's be
It
fair.
doesn't say, but it's possible.
We're gonna go with yes. I'm gonna go with yes. As the person who doesn't know the answer to the question,
Yes, definitely yes.
That's what we're
definitely
doing now.
yes. Yep.
Okay. Remember, folks, anything here on this podcast is canon.
And also hashtag allegedly.
Hashtag allegedly, hashtag canon, hashtag
hashtag-
spoken word.
Hashtag not a cult.
Hashtag
Always.
not a cult.
Always.
Oh, here we go. I have corporate hierarchy of Ares if you really want it.
Nine victims fatally shot.
And then suddenly,
Out of the darkness came two males who were donning masks.
Surveillance video captured the armed robbery in progress at a store in Ozone Park. Police say they were armed with two handguns and what appears to be an assault rifle.
This is certainly something that we are doing everything we possibly can to get a handle on.
Two teenagers accused of carjacking and sexual battery.
Shootings and that stabbing involving a mother and her children.
A young man is in a coma tonight, and up to 5 attackers are on the run after a frenzied southern suburbs stabbing.
An attempted robbery gone wrong on the Upper West Side leaves a man hospitalized with a gunshot wound.
When seconds count, Lone Star is minutes away. Ask about the new line of Ares Predator pistols at your local Weapons World.
What do we got?
We have Ares Arms, which is headquartered in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
The subsidiaries for Ares Arms, this is for weapons manufacturing. You have Ares America, Stoner Ares Weapon Systems, Ares Small Arms, Ares Arms Africa, General Dynamics, and Weapons Worlds. So any Weapons Worlds are owned by Ares.
Wait, they own Walmart?
They own the weapon. They own the weapons version of Walmart. Yes.
There's something about the name as like a statement of Ares Arms Africa that just I can't. It's so. What does Ares do? Oh, they arm Africa. That's for one, for damn sure. That's something they get up to.
That's Ares Arms in the UCOS. There's also Ares COS, which is a subsidiary that has Ares Atlanta.
Wait a minute. Quick sidetrack question. Ares is also the one that's involved in the Desert Wars, right?
Well, a lot of their weapons are.
Okay, because
They
that's
directly.
like the testing ground
Yeah, welcome.
of Ares technology
welcome.
is the Desert War stuff.
Yeah, welcome to Ares Arms Africa.
And that's what I was getting. That's what I was going to get back around to. Is that's where Ares Arms Africa comes into play.
Yes.
All right, cool.
There's also Ares California Free State locations. We've got Ares Arms California, Knight Errant of California, because you got to have the police force.
Yep.
Leviathan Technical,
Mm-hmm.
Osprey Technical Publications,
Boy, Governor.
and this one's really going to blow your mind. Silicon Valley Apple Computer Products.
What? Wait.
Oh, so
Apple?
Ares owns Apple.
Ares owns Apple.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes
Okay,
sense.
wow.
Yeah,
That is
weaponized
not-
MacBook
that's
Pros. I
canon?
don't understand what the problem
That
is.
is canon.
Apple or canon?
Yeah,
Apple or well, of
Apple's
course.
canon. Yeah, man.
I can't. I don't know why this is like the weirdest news for me to grasp. but
I
okay.
feel like we're gonna get a lot of news about a lot of subsidiaries of actual corporations that are canon, and it makes sense to me because like if you're talking about mega corporations, why not pull inspiration from literal mega corporations that exist in our time right now?
Super
like-
fair.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the other thing too.
And again, weaponized MacBooks. I don't see the problem.
Ares also has Ares Space,
Okay.
where they have
I'm not
Ares.
gonna lie.
They have Ares Global Comsat, Ares Space Lifters, and Ares Space Security.
Some of the stuff you've listed, I felt like you were saying like Disneyland California Adventure.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, here's another subsidiary that Ares Space owns. They own NASA Consulting Inc.
Oh, space,
Spice.
the Aries way.
The Ares. Okay, so
here's
question.
Okay,
Question.
go ahead.
Are Ares also the because I don't remember, is Ares the corporation that is also invested in the lunar civilization place as
Lunar
well?
Base, yes.
Lunar base? That's
Yes.
also Ares.
That is Ares, yes.
Okay, cool. So that is also why they've invested for space.
The Space.
The last place that capitalism will ever reach.
Guess who else they own?
Oh, the irony of that statement now in hindsight. Who else do they own? Sorry. SpaceX? I'm gonna guess SpaceX?
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
don't. They don't own SpaceX. They do own Bank of America.
Oh, all right. Well, good for them.
You know, Aries just feels like the true red-blooded, company, man. They're just like, you know what you're getting for Aries.
Well, yeah, considering one of their founding corporations that they owned was General Motors.
Oh,
Hell yeah. USA.
USA. USA.
Why do you think their headquarters are in Detroit?
In Detroit, yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's Ares for you. They own a lot and they're everywhere. But they're only number 9.
Yeah, well, because also, like, come on, dude, they own Apple. Have you looked at Apple's user review recently? Like reviews for stuff recently? Come on now.
In the 6th world, Apple does not even really hold a candle to some of these other computer technology conglomerates.
Yeah, but you've always got the hipsters that want to use fucking GarageBand in order to make their music, to throw it up on whatever the intranet version of SoundCloud is.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Literal SoundCloud, I think is
literal
what it's called.
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
live the cloud.
Yeah.
The cloud chasers.
Boo, 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 boo. All right, now I gotta find number 8. Do you want to take bets on who it is?
For number 8, I'm going to go with.
If there's 3 Japan corporations, I imagine
one of them's
One
got
of
to show up. At some point.
Yeah,
that's probably not a bad idea. I don't want it to be Renraku, but
it's
honestly,
it's not Renraku.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, just based on how much we've heard in our live play of certain names, that gives me more of an idea. 'Cause some of these, I was like, oh, I totally forgot that was a megacorp.
Right? Because you don't deal with them a whole
So there
lot.
was Shiawase, Renraku, and what was the 4th one or 3rd one?
Mitsuhama. Yeah.
Mitsuhama.
MCT.
That's what you were saying. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I pulled up a list of the Big 10 corp
Oh,
on my computer, so
there
I
we
can
go.
so I can remember their names because it's mostly the names. That's where I've been ready.
Yeah.
So we've already had Ares, and we've already had. Was it EvoCorp? Was number 10? Or
no, Horizon. Horizon was number 10.
Horizon. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go with Evo. I think Evo's number 8.
Yeah, honestly, it was up there for me.
You're wrong. You're both wrong. Number 8. Let's bring in our first Japanacorp, Shiawase.
Shiawase. Okay.
Damn it.
I know, right?
I talked myself into Japan, and then I was like, yeah, I'm just not gonna name one.
But remember how important Shiawase was back in the history.
Yes,
because they were the ones that were trying to build the nuclear power plant that then got attacked by Terra first, and then they argued with the Supreme Court about how their hands were tied because of regulatory commissions, and they were the ones that really helped kick off the idea of extraterritoriality for corporations.
Right.
So blame them
because of not wanting to be blamed for the meltdown at the power plant, right? Right. Okay.
So, I said, they're in Osaka, Japan.
What do they do?
So Shiawase is advancing life.
Okay.
It remains the only family-owned corporation.
Oh, wow.
This corporation has their hands in cyber technology, SimSense, telecommunications, and maybe just a little bit of espionage.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, which corp doesn't,
Right.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, even through Crash 2.0, they're still they're still family owned. They didn't have to sell out to anybody.
That's pretty incredible.
That's cool.
Yes. The corporation works a lot with a triad in New York City.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Which has ties back to the Red Dragon triad, which is run by an actual great dragon.
Fair.
No lies.
Why not?
No lies.
Advertising. Yeah.
But yeah, they do a lot of cyber technology. They were the ones that, because of the nuclear reactor, started the idea of extraterritoriality, because, thanks to them. And it's been very family oriented. Like, they're arranged marriages still to make sure that the corporation stays in the hands of the original family.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So even if you go and work for Shiawase, there's not much room for upward mobility. I'll put it that way.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm guessing one of the people or the representative in the courts is part of the family?
Yes, it is a family member.
Ah.
So, for their corporate hierarchy, they have Shiawase Atomics.
Nuclear energy?
Yes.
See, you'd think that they would have learned their lesson.
Well, their hands were tied first, remember? Now they can put armed guards all over the place.
I mean, I guess that makes the nuclear power plant safer.
Yeah.
To them, it does.
I guess so.
How better to defend your nuclear power plant than with guns?
Yep, that's how that works. That old adage.
They also have Shiawase Biotech, so they're into biotechnology, so growing organs and replacement limbs and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
They have Shiawase Envirotech.
Oh.
Look at them giving back to the earth.
Yeah, after they nuked it by having a meltdown at one of their plants.
When you have an atomics division, I assume you have some kind of green division for your corporation to counteract.
Yeah, no, that's very. I think that would be an absolutely necessary next step.
Right?
Yeah.
You gotta have it.
Just gotta.
And then they have their Shiawase Marketing, Information, and Forecasting Department, which is people think is a front for their espionage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like we have the CIA,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. Well, they have the MIFD.
That's their
the
own
marketing, Marketing, Information, and Forecasting Department.
And that's what people are seeing as like an espionage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. And of course, they have like Metatech and Omnicare through their bio source subsidiaries. They are a pretty big powerhouse in Japan, but worldwide they're only ranked number 8.
I'm starting to see a bit of a trend where, like, if they spread themselves globally, sometimes that means that they're just weaker overall.
Mm-hmm.
They have more influence.
But this is the one mega corporation that is primarily based out of Japan and has primarily stayed in Japan, but has grown large enough there to be a AAA mega corporation.
That's
with
impressive.
Influence
That's
around the world.
Grown. Yeah.
And they have offices that are around the world, but you're primarily dealing with them in Osaka.
That's cool. That shows hard work and arranged marriages.
Well, arranged marriages and probably some espionage.
Yeah, little column A, little
yeah,
column
here it is. In 2035, the Marketing, Information, and Forecasting Department was created, and the innocuous sounding division was established as a corporate espionage, counter-espionage division that also tracked profitable market trends for Shiawase to capitalize on.
So they were counter-espionage and espionage,
mm-hmm.
as well as marketing research.
Yes, so they can figure out who to buy up quickly.
I like to imagine that for interviews for that position, it's like, how many covert missions have you been on? Redacted amount.
I like to think that they just come in and like, corporate ninja.
Well, I mean, at that point, I feel like the way that it would actually go for the interview is you would sit down and they would go, So we were able to find out that you've had at least 4 espionage missions in your career. That's too many, so we're going to have to pass because we were able to find out about them. Obviously, you're not good at your job, so we're gonna have to pass on this one.
It's one of those things where the interview finds you, you don't find the interview.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So the under the hood for Shiawase here is with a family that has been around and grown this large.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how bad the sibling rivalries are.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure everybody loves each other. There's communication that's had, like adults between the generations. I'm sure it's fine.
If you think that communicating by dropping a fuel air bomb on a residence is good communication.
Yes, I do.
It's
Okay.
very straightforward.
Just making sure.
Yeah, there's no like obstruction in the messaging there. That is a very straightforward.
It does not have a lot of room for interpretation.
Yeah, you pretty much know exactly what they're trying to tell you in that one. So I think it's fine. I don't understand.
Well, hey,
really
as long as we know, right? As long as we're all on the same page. All right.
Yeah. My brother tried to drop a fuel bomb on me like 2 weeks ago, man. That's what siblings do. I don't.
Oh, that old card.
Oh, that old gag.
Chestnut, It's whatever.
Dropping bombs, literally.
Yeah, I would think that I did something wrong if he didn't try to blow me up on a bi-monthly basis.
A Christmas card. Hey, man, you okay? You haven't firebombed my residency in like over a month.
Well, I send him the Christmas card, but he never opens it because there's anthrax in it. So
I was gonna say,
knows to look out for that at this point.
You send it with anthrax, right?
One of these days,
he's gonna open that card.
He's gonna get it,
and I'm gonna get everything I wanted and nothing I want at the same time. It's gonna be the weirdest feeling.
Shiawase.
Please tell me that Shiawase's slogan is like family first.
Oh
no, it's not.
Oh damn!
It's advancing. It's advancing humanity. Okay, interesting. I think there. What are we to now? We're to number 7.
Number 7. I'm going to guess. I'm gonna guess Cedar Krupp.
You're wrong.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna get one of these right, and it might just be the last one, but you know what? It's gonna feel real good.
I'm still gonna put that in the W.
Yep.
Plant the W.
Yep.
Yeah.
So number 7 is actually I believe it's Spinred Global.
Spinred.
They're very new. There's not a whole lot about them. They pushed off they pushed Neonet off the council.
Oh, okay.
In the wake of the cognitive fragmentation disorder scandal.
Well, that sounds not pleasant.
It was not. That was part of the aftermath of the arcology. The arcology. Yeah. Where Deus had downloaded himself into a bunch of different people.
Right. Yeah, the Horcruxes.
But then so had Minerva, and so they were trying to get back, and then Neonet got its hands on some of these people, and
I imagine.
No, I'm strike that. This is something far worse.
Ow.
Yeah. I forgot all about this one. That's just my bad. I'm correcting myself now. So
this fucking guy. Jesus.
This guy. This guy.
2 keyboards down. Yeah.
2 keyboards down. So the cognitive fragmentation disorder. It is a personality disorder caused by nanites. I'll let that one sink in.
Like in your brain?
Are the nanites trying to take control of your body?
The nanites, quote unquote, overwrite the victim's personality with that of an AI.
Oh, yep. Okay. Yep. That sounds exactly what I thought.
Victims of CFD, or at least the AIs, refer to themselves as monads.
What does that mean?
Monads.
That's what they're called. That's what the AI trying to exert itself over the host calls themselves.
Interesting.
The derogatory term is headcase.
I
Oh,
don't know if that's
I see. So people go insane by getting overwritten by nanites?
Well,
I don't
they
think
lose
they go
their personality.
Insane. Yeah, I was like, I don't think they go insane so much as they cease to exist because their consciousness has been overridden by an AI that's taken control.
Terrifying.
Yeah. That's a little bit more terrifying than go insane. I think that's up there with bug spirits for me now as most terrifying things in the fucking Shadowrun universe. Jesus.
Yeah, a neonet was connected with creating the nanites.
Oh, okay, so they were okay. So then that's why they were shoved out, as it were, due to the fallout from that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Oh no! Why does it get worse? It's supposed to get better.
Well, in June of 2076, oh god, this guy Pax, who is a technomancer.
Mm-hmm. Technomancers have done nothing wrong at this point. Go on.
Yes.
This is one of the reasons why people hate technomancers.
Okay.
So hang on, I had to take it back a little bit so it makes sense.
Okay.
So let me go back in time. In 2073, Miles Lanier suspects Celadir is hiding something, so he hires runners to infiltrate Trans Neuronet facility in Wales that's conducting Project Imago research.
Okay.
And this is research on technomancers and this nanite project.
Mm-hmm.
So Celadir moves his research to an Albuquerque layer.
Okay.
After the events of that run.
Yep.
Right.
There's this guy named Pax. He's the leader of the Otaku tribe Ex Passis.
Hell yeah.
Hell
My people.
yes.
Let's go.
And is considered
Daijobu.
Daijobu AF, bro.
And is considered, like most of the tribe members, to be wired wrong by fellow otaku.
Hell yeah.
Wait, what does that mean?
Pax.
It's okay. Just say it. Just say it. We're not going to hold it against you. You can just say it.
Pax ran into Deus.
Uh-huh.
And Deus convinced Pax that he was the deep resonance out in the Matrix that the otaku kind of revere as almost a god.
He was the darkness of the internet that stared back.
Yeah, Deus. She ends up revering Deus as the true form of the Matrix in a godlike sense.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Now, real quick, just to refresh myself here. Deus is the bad AI, right?
Yep. Deus is the one from the arcology.
From the arcology. Okay, that's what I thought.
Which one was the good one?
Minerva.
Minerva.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So Pax betrays Celadir and attempts to upload Deus to an experimental dragon variant of CFD.
Oh.
Whoa,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you say dragon variant, what does that mean? Because it sounds cool, but like
probably isn't.
It's not a true dragon.
Okay.
It's like a drake or a lesser Draco form.
Okay.
There are a bunch of different classifications.
So he was trying to upload Deus's consciousness into a lesser dragon being?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Via the nanites of CFD.
Ah, so that's where that plays in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, Pax was trying to create an AI dragon that is controlled by Deus.
Right, and then nothing
I want you to
went
think of
wrong.
how terrible that is.
And nothing went wrong, and everything worked out for the best. Right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That exasperated sigh can only mean things go good from here, so I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's another program that comes into play called Cerberus that was realizing that something was going wrong, and so loads themselves as well. At the same time, Deus is being uploaded
into the same dragon,
creating an all-new AI called Sirius.
Okay. And how many channels does it have?
It only has 2 because there are only Cerberus and Deus, so only 2 channels. Sorry.
And how many radio channels?
Oh, jeez. I can't count the nanites. That would be too many.
At least one of the nanites is Howard Stern. That's how they hook you.
So, because this creature is infected, it breaks free of the testing site where it was, where it was hidden underneath the MIT&T building.
MIT&T? Is that where they make robots and dynamite?
No.
Or dynamite robots?
Yeah, what explosive robots?
Well, currently we have the school MIT,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Well, the extra "and-t" that is added is for thermatology.
Oh, okay. That's
so not only
kind of cool.
Not only is MIT for robotics and computer technology, but also for
magic,
spell theorem and creation.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
That's kind of interesting.
So yeah, you can be a mage that has a degree from MIT&T.
From MIT&T.
So anyway, the creature breaks free.
Okay.
Right? This Draco form breaks free, and Celadir, who is a dragon, has to come in and knock it down.
Okay.
Oh,
no. The creation attempts to attack Neonet Towers, which is in downtown Boston. And Celadir crashes into it, and they immediately crash into Fenway Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next day, all of Boston is locked down by a megacorp task force to prevent anyone from entering or leaving the city.
Because of the nanite infection,
yes,
assumedly
because of the nanite
off of the dead Drake body.
Correct.
Okay,
the city itself is thrown into anarchy, much like Bug City, as many people become zombie-like head cases.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Head cases.
Yeah.
Okay. So are all of the then head cases, are they subservient to the evil AI guy? My brain with names. Deus. Yeah. Are they like all trying to serve Deus, or
no? They've become so split by this point that they are just zombie-like. There's nothing there. The nanites are running a blank program.
That is so scary. They're
so
actually zombies.
all they do is go out to multiply.
Oh, that is so scary.
So there's lots of death that happens here because of this, and this is why Neonet gets dissolved.
Gotcha. Okay, now I do have one more question in regards to this because I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
How do they spread the nanites? Because I'm kind of intrigued in a horrified way. It's one of those things where it's like when you have a phobia of something, you want to know how it works all the way.
I will say it's not like zombies where they don't have to bite you. They do have to cause a wound to infect you, though.
Okay, so it's literally they just try to wound you and then put nanites into your body, and then you become infected that way.
So disturbing.
Yes, that is correct.
That's actually kind of more terrifying than normal zombies because you could just scratch your leg and then you're done.
Yeah,
like it doesn't even have to be caused by them.
No,
in particular,
you just have to be in the area.
This is a nightmare. Fuck these guys.
So this all happens in 2076, right?
Neonet deserve to go down. Fuck those guys. Jesus Christ.
In 2077, the CFD sufferers announce their presence to the corporate court and call themselves monads. So they come forward after a year where they're finally these people that are infected and are overwritten by these AI personalities. Which, when you think about it, technically all sufferers of CFD are now a fraction of what was once Deus and what was once a program AI called Cerberus.
Okay.
So they come forward and announce themselves to the corporate court, and they announce their plans for something called Project Exodus, where they want to gather all CFD infected people and launch themselves into deep space and leave the solar system.
So they
to infect
literally
another universe.
Well,
So
they
they-
just want to be away from everyone.
Yeah, so they
them.
literally I don't want to live on this planet anymore themselves.
Mhm.
We don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic.
And in 2078, the UCOS files lawsuits against Neonet, Evo, and As Technology for the events of the Boston lockdown. Neonet suffers the worst, obviously, being completely dissolved.
It seems like they kind of deserve to be honest. Like, Neonet seems pretty fucking bad. I don't really feel that bad about us losing Neonet. Those guys seem like garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can read you the symptoms of CFD if you really want to know.
No, that sounds terrible. And
You have a lot of
terrifying.
corpse to get through.
So,
All right, we can come back to it.
So back to the corp that replaced Neonet. I don't even remember who it is at this point. I just can't stop thinking about nanite zombies.
It's Spinerid Global.
Spinerid Global. Okay. Also,
great.
I would like to say that the Wikipedia page for the Big Ten Corps is as of 2077, apparently. So they still have Neonet listed on here.
Oh yeah, they're no more.
And they do not have Spinerid Global. Who?
Yeah, they're Spinerid Global.
Yes.
They're the new kids on the block.
Okay. Are they also a technology matrix development company, or
they have a combination of media interests and petrochemical interest. They're the ones that do these are the media, like alternative fuels.
Okay.
These guys are also, I mean, it makes sense. You were a small media corporation that then merged with a Middle Eastern corporation. So
this is the one this is the one where they could have had the better name.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Sandstorm.
They could have had Sandstorm, right?
Oh man, it's still the potential.
The weird thing about Spinred is the CEO lives a publicly cast life.
So he's live streaming himself all the time?
All the time.
Oh god.
Hell yeah.
This gives the corporation the reputation of transparency.
Understandably so. Yeah.
He live casts his entire life, and he promotes other CEO and high level management people in the corporation to do the same.
Hell yeah, you gotta get the collabo. You know?
I mean,
Yeah,
it also
Get
helps
those
that
collab views. Let's
also
go.
helps that the CEO of Spinred Global is an adrenaline junkie.
Okay, you know what? The
Yeah,
more that I'm finding out about Spinred, the more I'm liking these guys. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Well, they are the new kids on the block, and there's not a whole lot out about them, so who knows what's under the hood for them.
Yeah, they haven't had the opportunity to be evil yet. So
they're still
I like it.
they're still way too new.
There's
Yeah.
a bunch of loonies in their 20s that want to feel something. you
Hell
know?
yeah.
Right?
I like to imagine that the CEO of this corporation is just like Steve-O.
Oh,
just-
Right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, might as well be,
Yeah.
right?
The guy with a faux hawk.
And I can support this. I
Yeah.
support this. Okay, so they do you said they do energy, and they also do news media.
Yeah, media,
They're
like
okay,
like
gotcha.
TikToks and social media.
Oh,
things
that's right.
like
Okay,
that.
that's what
them.
this is the influencer corporation. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Which this all makes a lot more sense and tracks now. Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Onward to
Yes, number 6.
number 6. Are we ready for Wu Jing?
I mean, can anybody truly be ready for Wu Jing?
Their slogan: "We're behind everything you do."
That is so terrifying. Is that a translation error or?
Nope, that's their literal slogan.
That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare.
I can't tell if that makes them more transparent or less transparent.
Wu Jing is kind of weirdly placed, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Do tell.
They are seen as one of the least threatening megacorporations of the Sixth World, publicly and in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
As its agendas and programs usually rank low on the threat scale.
It's
a megacorp with a reputation of being financial wizards and are known for their uncanny insight when it comes to the stock market.
So they have scandal, but their scandals are not like world-ending catastrophes like a lot of the other megacorps tend to be, is what I'm hearing.
They're just manipulating the market.
Yeah, it's just people are getting caught with hands in cookie jars
Well,
that they shouldn't have hands in.
Wu Jing is seen as very feng shui. It's what they have as their corporate mantra, right? So very feng shui. They also deal heavily into the discovery of magical power sites and magical ley lines.
Oh, okay. So are they like the main corp that's trying to monetize magic then at this point?
A little bit, not as much as the others, which is weird because they seek out these ley lines and power sites.
Yeah,
they're also among the biggest insurers of both the Americas and Asia.
Oh, like insurance agencies?
Just like general insurance?
Yeah, they are also one of the world's largest shipping companies.
I do not understand where these intersect.
Right? It's weird.
So they're insurance.
So they're insurance companies.
Magic.
They're also shipping, and they're also buying up. I'm assuming it's buying land in relation to magical ley line foundationing. I mean, maybe they got in. So I would have to imagine that within the Sixth World, there has to be like a differentiator for like magic insurance, right?
Oh, probably.
So what if they're buying ley line territory in order to research magic to better themselves as insurance provider against magical calamity?
Well, okay, so here's another thing. Here's another conspiracy, because when you talk about like market manipulation and insurance and magic, what if they like have foresight magic? They could predict outcomes. So like, I mean, insurance is best used when it's, you know, a disaster is about to strike or something, and maybe they could jack up the prices of insurance.
So like if they're able to like monitor, or maybe they think like ley lining is like more likely to cause like magical disasters, like the dance and everything. So maybe they buy the land in anticipation of like hiking up pricing on magical insurance. In anticipation that shit's gonna get fucked around that area.
In proximity to ley lines, does it give you innate magical power?
Ley lines and power sites can be very beneficial to any kind of magical ritual that you're trying to perform. Think of them as extra fuel.
But like if you were to say like find a ley line and build a house next to it and live next to the ley line, would you inherently gain any benefit out of that? Or is it if you already have it? No, if you already have magical ability, then it would just enhance.
Yeah, if you have magic ability and you build something next to it, it's going to enhance whatever you're doing.
But if you don't have magic ability,
it's not going to affect you at all.
Okay, I think that's what it's like living next to a power plant is what we were trying to get at. Like if you live next to the power plant, you know, you get superpowers.
But I'm also just imagining if they're able to like harness it like via factories or something. So basically what I'm saying is that like, is scrying magic a thing?
Clairvoyance is a thing, but it's very hard to interpret.
Oh.
Okay.
So another thing to help you.
Me and Tyler are just trying to figure out how this corporation could be using magic for insurance fraud at this point.
Yes,
like that's what we're trying to figure out. Yeah, absolutely.
And manipulating the market instead of trading. Wake up, sheeple. Okay, sorry.
This might help steer you in a direction. Put your tinfoil hats on.
You make them sound like they've been off at any point during this recording.
never taken them off.
Yeah.
So Wu Jing, they are also well known for their unique magical research, focusing on spirits of the elements and Wu Zhen.
What is Wu Shen?
Wu Zhen is a form of magical practice.
Mm-hmm. That does what?
So it's actually we have Wu Zhen now. They were considered the Eastern equivalent of what we would call wizards.
Okay.
Mm.
So they're like spiritualists.
Yes.
Okay.
That harness the elements.
Yeah, they harness the elements.
Okay.
Avatars.
They're avatars. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I'm with you.
Oh my god. But yeah, they have a specific form of magic, and when we get into discussing the different types of magic and shamans, which we will get into later, Wu Zhen is a different form of magic.
So they specifically invest in Wu Zhen as like a practice.
Yes.
Which in turn would then make sense as to why they would invest in property around sites of power and ley lining, is because that, I'm assuming, would specifically benefit elemental magics, because it's power being drawn from the earth.
People also think that they deal in geomancy as well.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wu Jing also owns a big chunk of the Pacific Rim.
Where the giant robots fight the kaiju?
No, not where the giant...
Oh.
It's that area, but there are no giant fighting robots yet. Big disappointment.
Is there like a rift at the bottom of the ocean?
No, there's not a rift at the bottom of the ocean.
How have we not reached giant fighting robot levels in Shadowrun, actually? That's a valid point. I'm now disappointed now that you've brought that up.
No, I was thinking about like kaiju in the sea, and I think it's because there's like, well, this is different than what you're saying, but like, I imagine... Didn't we discuss that there's something in the ocean?
The dragon.
There's a dragon in
there's a dragon that owns the ocean.
Called the Leviathan.
The Leviathan.
Oh, that's a Leviathan. Okay.
Right. But like, I'm disappointed that the Sixth World doesn't have like an equivalency of like G Gundam. But like specifically G Gundam. Like, get Urban Brawl out of here. That's bottom tier entertainment. I want to see giant robots fighting each other. Give me Real Steel as a form of entertainment. How does that not exist? How does Real Steel not exist in the Sixth World? Like, I don't understand. We have all of these advancements, but we don't have mecha technology.
No.
Why? Answer me that question. So easy. Answer me that question. Are we too gun shy about AI because of all of the evil AI shit that's happened? Because
most likely.
Fair. I'll give you that one, but
do you want Skynet, because there have been so many instances of Skynet?
Do you want Skynet because this is how you get Skynet? Yeah, no, that's. I guess I answered my own question, but I'm gonna be disappointed about it. God damn it! But wait, hang on. Nope. Hang on. I'm still on this. Hang on. All right, isn't like service level AI existent within the Sixth World though? Like, aren't there like menial like service drone bots and shit that could...
By 6th edition, yes.
Okay, so if we have that level, you don't need to give our combat robot warriors, independent thought to get an entertaining match of them beating the shit out of each other. We could just, again, like, literally just give me Real Steel. Give me a robot that is controlled by a person and they fight as like an avatar representation, and give me that as entertainment.
But then what happens when they get infected with CFD?
Listen, that doesn't matter, okay?
I know that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, we cross that bridge when we get to it.
Oh, see, this is how we get all of the world-ending stuff. Is people want to make cool, fun, interesting things, and then it gets infected with the awful.
Yeah, that's not our fault if they get infected with evil nanobots. That has nothing to do with our intentions.
Don't blame the dreamer for dreaming. Blame the nightmares.
I love that
reality.
That's what we get to.
Yeah.
Don't let our dreams be dashed just because there's evil nanotech that exists in the world.
Yeah.
It's not nanotechnology's fault.
It's not.
It was all the AIs that came before.
I don't want to say all, because that's kind of, it's kind of...
I mean, that's true. It was a few, namely Deus.
Yeah.
which we
Fucking
blame.
Deus is the one bad apple, man.
Ruining
Which
it
we
for
pay-
the rest
everybody.
of us.
We blame Renraku for that because they were the ones that did it.
Yeah.
Renraku!
Hey now, hey, whoa, let's not say things we can't take back, okay? Let's everybody out. Let's everybody chill out a little bit.
So Wu Jing is also interesting in that it's a conservative and quiet corporation, which is the stealthiest of the AAA rated megacorps.
Stealthy how?
They're just not on the radar. Like they don't make
People
waves.
Don't know what they're up to.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
There's not a whole lot that's broken out about them because they keep things pretty quiet.
Okay.
For now.
For now.
Well, considering that they're the only one of the Big Tens that's in like Eastern Asia,
True.
That makes sense. I feel like play
it
pretty close to the chest.
Under the hood a little bit.
Uh-huh.
The megacorporation does have long-standing ties to several triad organizations.
Yep.
And recently has expanded its ties to the Red Dragon triad and its master, the Great Dragon Lung.
Which is, yep. Okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So what is Wu Jing like? What do they make?
Well, they've got their shipping, which takes them all around the world.
Right.
You have to think about it.
That's right.
They're like the central shipping area.
Having them be Hong Kong based and realizing that they're the mega corporation that specializes in shipping makes so much sense now. That tracks.
Yeah.
So much. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. And because of that, the alliance that they have with these triads and the Red Dragon triad comes in the form of the production and trafficking of BTL chips.
Good old Beatles.
Good old Beatles.
Okay.
And in the case of the Red Dragons, they're helping each other expand their influences around the world.
Yep.
Yep.
And then nothing bad happened.
No, of course not. We'll get to that when we talk about Lung.
Tyler, what bad could possibly happen from BTL chips?
Smash cut. Fire everywhere.
To like literally the first episode of Sinless, where we raid a BTL house, like fucking, crack house type building. Yeah.
Yeah. Compilation of all the screams, grenade blowing up, breaking limbs,
Going back into that guy's office and he has his fucking binoculars shoved into his eye socket. Yeah, nothing bad ever happens with BTLs. No. Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. So that is Wu Jing.
The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to Critical Hits to use such names, logos, artwork, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Critical Hits in any official capacity whatsoever.